Okay, so I'm gonna try to do another batch of videos reacting to entries for Leaflit's AI contest. So this is for her Angel Sword role-playing game. This is a side channel that she uses for that game. And I've got a playlist here of all my reacts to Leaflit or Leaflit related material, and as you can see, I've been reacting to Skyebrows community entries for her series, and also some people that aren't, or that I'm not sure if they're in the Skyebrows community or not. And yeah, so I'm reacting to a bunch of these lately. The link to this playlist will be in the description, and of course this reaction pack will be batch 4, and I'm gonna put it in this playlist, and I'll try to hit 6 videos today. Yeah, trying for 6 videos in batch 4. We'll see how much I have time for today. And mostly creators in the Skyebrows community making these videos. And what we're gonna do is there'll be links to every single video in the description, every single contest entry video. And there will also be links to the creators' channels on YouTube, and there'll be timestamps for each part of the react. So if you want to skip ahead in the video to see a particular creator's react section before another one's, you can do that. So I'll try to have all that in the description, as well as links to this. And it says June 15th, and today is June 21st, but that's because this is her original post about it, and it's actually been updated. I think the deadline has been pushed back to July 3rd now. So yeah, and I know there's a bunch more entries I've heard will be coming in. So first of all, I want to start off by Beacon of Dawn by Dawnhalo, and by this channel right here. And this is a Skybrow in the Skyebrows community, and as you can see, has the Skyebrows Cinematic Universe logo to start out with. And then see this hashtag? This hashtag has to be in the description, I believe, according to the rules. Yeah, this hashtag has to be in the description. I've seen some people put it in the description, some people put it in the title, some people put it in both. And it looks like we got a cameo in here from Skyebrows himself and from Keen the Pirate VTuber. Okay, and Dawnhalo says, took me a while, thought I wouldn't make it before the deadline. I'd like to play the game, and that's the role-playing game, but I'm always working, so I learned what I could about it. Comment and tell me what you like about it, and then the rest is lyrics here. Okay, so let's go in, and this video is only 3 days old. Let's go in and let's see what Dawnhalo has for the contest entry.
Holy fuck, this is God tier.
Oh, that's the funny logo with the F-bomb. I haven't seen that Skyebrows Cinematic Universe logo for a while. Okay, actually, why don't I try putting on subtitles and make sure I can understand this. I've got the dishwasher running in the background. Sorry about that. But I guess that just encourages you to give the original a watch if you like them. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, and there's Skyebrows himself. This is hilarious. Okay, we're only like 14 seconds in, just a few seconds past the logo, and it's already hilarious.
I descend through the clouds on wings of pure light, into valleys of shadow where hope barely fights. I see the weary faces, the children grown thin, the wounded and broken. pain has moved in. Every prayer that rises, I hear crystal clear. Every heart that is breaking draws me near. I see them, the ones who need help, with hands full of mercy.
I wanted to pause and say that I like this song. It's got this sort of soft tone to it with sympathy for the people who need help, and sort of this, and there's like a rising feeling in it. So yeah, and I've been liking the animation. It's been mostly these very short, simple scenes, but they look good. And the movement seems to be, the movement I've been seeing in them seems to be pretty good. And they're not moving very much, just some camera movements mostly. But it does look good, and I like the character designs.
Through sorrow I've knelt, I offer the light that carry bestowed. Yet the weight of their suffering burdens my soul. Oh, how I wish I could heal it all. In the fields they struggle as the crops fade away. In the streets I watch mothers who silently pray. I lay hands on the fevered, I shield them from harm. Yet tomorrow brings new wounds, new cause for alarm. I walk among them, wings.
Okay, what was she doing there? Was she like testing it to see if it was too hot? Yeah, she almost lifted it to her own lips, and then she gave it to the sick person. Yeah, the animation style, starting right here at 1 minute and 52 seconds or so, the animation style changed a little bit, and then it went back to the same one it had been in. Yeah, I think maybe there needed to be a little bit of control here to control the style a little bit better, but it does look good. I just like to see a consistent style throughout the whole thing, and it didn't change style much, just a little bit. Okay, let's keep going.
Folded in grace, trying to brighten this sorrowful place. I see them, the ones who need help, with open heart and open hands, I give of myself.
Oh, I think her hoodie was appearing and disappearing as she spun there. Let's look at that again. That looks like an AI error. Yeah, that hoodie was appearing and disappearing there. That's not too bad of an AI error, but I just noticed it.
But the world keeps on turning, with so much to mend, and I carry their tears like an endless lament.
Oh, and then here's Keen the Pirate VTuber, and he looks pretty much correct. Yeah, he's got the eye patch. It's not the eye patch, the eye sash going over his eye like an eye patch, which is really hard for AI to do. So that is cool. Let's see. Does he have the green tips on his hair? I can't quite tell because he's too far away. And when I pause it, it does look like it has a little bit of low resolution problems. Look at the face, you can barely see the eyes. Yeah, the faces are smudged here, and the background is a little bit blurry, but that could be like, you know, the camera being out of focus on the background and focusing on the foreground. Okay. So I think I figured out her character. So her character is basically a healer and angel-themed character that has wings and a halo some of the time, and other times has neither wings or a halo. So she can like grow them and retract them. And it looks like her primary weapon is a scythe. So she fights the bad guys and she's a healer. And it looks like she's also like healing the land because she's able to like grow plants and stuff. So I think that's basically her character concept here. Okay, let's keep going.
Still I walk, still I give, still I see. If only one life could shine a bit brighter.
Oh, this is good looking. There's a little bit of awkwardness and a little bit of errors, but not much. When she's fighting this like flower monster, this looks almost like a real anime. Let's look at the fight scene again.
If only one life could shine a bit brighter.
Yeah. See, that looks pretty good. It's a little bit too low resolution again, a little bit blurry, but it's not too bad. I think it's probably been upscaled or something, and it's like almost good enough. It's like just a little bit blurrier than I would have wanted it to be, but not too bad.
If only my presence could make the load lighter. I'll stay until the last prayer is heard. Even if my light dims, I'll never turn away.
Oh, and I think this is Keen's pirate ship up here too. Okay, this has got some really beautiful imagery in it. Like, I really love, yeah, when I pause it, it does look a little bit too blurry, but I wasn't noticing that while it was moving. But yeah, this scene here with the pirate ship in the sky above the clouds and with the sun either setting or rising, really beautiful. Let's look at that again. Yeah, and that scene with her handing over the plants, which I'm guessing are maybe healing herbs or something like that. Look at this. This is really beautiful, and look at all the detail on her dress and the bandages and everything. I mean, the plant itself looks blurry at the place where I paused it, but other than that, and the black background looks blurry, but other than that, this looks really good.
See them, all those who need help through every trial and
oh yeah, and then this, look at the way this scene is composed. Like the camera angle, the semi-translucent flowers, and all of these pillars, some with vines growing on them, and then the sunset. Yeah, this is really a good designed scene. Like, whoever, I mean, Dawnhalo describing this scene in the AI, described it really well, I think. It looks good.
every tear that is felt, I am here in their midst, a beacon so true. An angel who walks.
Oh, look at that. Her wings are iridescent. That's really beautiful. Yes. Yeah, this is some cool scenes here.
With and stands beside you.
Okay, that was really, really cool. Let's reload it and look at it a little bit. Yeah, I think especially, so it's mostly like a character concept video. The song is good. It feels like the kind of thing that is fairly re-listenable. And it's sad and nostalgic, but it's not like too sad where I wouldn't want to hear it at all anymore. It's just like sort of like, yeah, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna keep going forward. Yeah, and I think Dawnhalo really worked hard, especially on these scenes towards the end, on the fight scene. And on these scenes towards the end just look really good. Like these were a lot more polished than the earlier scenes. There were points in the earlier scenes that do look very good, but from like the fight to the end, definitely is the best looking stuff in here. Okay, so that was Beacon of Dawn by Dawnhalo, this creator right here. And then next I want to go to Ivory Spear Towers by Aurumn. And I'm not sure if Aurumn is in the Skyebrows community or not, but this channel is a creator of AI music videos, and they've got a lot of them here. So if anyone could clue me in as to whether Aurumn is in the Skyebrows community or not, that would be cool. And but either way, this is an AngelSword AI contest entry. See, it's got the hashtag right there. So let's go in and watch this. Well, before I read the description, just look at this. Yeah, it does look very AI, but this is like sort of like the strength of it looks actually ChatGPT. Yeah, it looks like ChatGPT images. But the strength of ChatGPT is, I think, in making a lot of like complex architecture. And if you look at it real closely, you can see some errors. Like, look at this tower with the domes down below. It's sort of like the, if you look at this part and then you look at this part, the perspective of it doesn't quite work out. But overall, it looks really good. Okay, so before we go in, let's look at the description. Inspired by the world of Lyria and the creations of Leaflit, Ivory Spear Towers is an original, fan-made interpretation of a distant arcane republic beyond the guild routes of the Lyrian Peninsula. Altheria is imagined as a refined civilization of observatories, suspended bridges, crystalline canals, and disciplined magical study. A city where arcane engineering and celestial mathematics shape everyday life beneath soaring ivory spires and drifting isles. This project was created as a tribute to the atmosphere, wonder, and world-building spirit of AngelSword while exploring a new corner of Lyria through an original lens. Okay, so basically they've got sort of their own civilization called Altheria that has been placed within Leaflit's role-playing world. And okay, and then a lot of hashtags, but not any other information. Yeah, and only 40 views. Not very many people have watched this yet. So it's exciting to be one of the early ones. Let's go in. Okay.
Far to the east of the Lyrian Peninsula, beyond the guild roads and merchant routes, rises the arcane republic of Altheria.
Okay, so I did like the zoom in on the architecture. These birds looked a little bit awkward. I liked the dragon. It was slightly awkward, but not very much. But the transition I'm not sure if I like that transition. It kind of looked, well, let's look at it again and see what I think this time.
Rises the arcane republic of Altheria.
Yeah, I think maybe that transition needed to be done differently. Let me get rid of the closed captioning. I think this is a voice that I can understand very well, so I don't think I need the closed captioning. Let's keep going.
Republic of Altheria. Travelers speak of the kingdom carefully, not because it is hidden, but because Altherians prefer distance from the affairs of Greater Lyria. Its sky.
Oh, yeah, this image looks a lot more ChatGPT than the other images did. See, like all these little tiny fragments of light, that's sort of like a ChatGPT trademark. Okay, and then what do we got? We've got Grand Plaza, Stellaris Brooks, and Arthurial Works. And then this looks like it might be French. But yeah, the signs are readable. Oh, there's another sign over here. The people look natural, although their faces are smudged. Yep, and I really liked this thing. This thing is awesome looking, this castle. Okay, so let's keep going.
Its preferred distance from the affairs of Greater Lyria. Its skyline is unmistakable.
Yeah, when I see the people walking along, their walking movements look really like natural, like I don't know, like maybe I don't know what to say about it, but yeah, their walking movements look really natural.
Elegant white towers rise above the hills like polished ivory spears, connected by luminous suspended bridges that curve gracefully between observatories and academy halls.
Oh, observatories. The AI mispronounced observatories, unless it's pronounced differently in other places, maybe. It might be pronounced differently in other places.
Certain structures hover silently above the city upon stabilized gravitational arrays engineered centuries ago by the arcane ministries at...
Oh, wait, what? Oh, this guy is walking backwards? Okay, yeah, that definitely looks quite odd. Let's look at that again. Okay, so I think it's this guy right here. Let's look at, sorry, I was distracted by the architecture and I didn't notice this guy. Let's look at it again.
Silently above the city upon stabilized gravity.
Oh, wow, that was a possessed head turn there, and now walking backwards. Oh, or actually not walking backwards. Look at this foot. Yeah, this foot is backwards. It's quite possible the head is backwards. Oh, but this is the front of the body. Okay, okay, that's not looking very good.
Gravitational arrays engineered centuries ago by the arcane ministries at night. Soft blue lake.
Oh, we've got VTubers. So here is this Leaflit or is this her mother? Yeah, Leaflit and her mother share a channel and they look similar. Usually, like, one of the ways I tell her apart is that Leaflit's mother has long hair, and the other way is that Leaflit has a little red tuft of hair up here. And I see long hair, and I don't see the red tufts, so this might be Leaflit's mother. I'm not sure, but it could be Leaflit. It could be Leaflit. So this is VTuber Ember Paradox. This is VTuber Powdur, and this is Kirsche, and which her cherry earrings are a giveaway for that. It's pretty easy to recognize her when she has cherry earrings, so she's a fox VTuber. I like this table. Got a lot of cool treats on it, want to eat them. Oh, when I look closely, I can see a little distortion, like the edge of this plate is distorted, And then the treats on the bottom part look weird. I can't quite tell what's wrong. Oh, and this is she holding a plate directly above this coffee cup, or is there like sort of like the top of this coffee cup has treats in it floating in the water? Okay, so yeah, there's a few weird things when you pause and look at it all. Overall, this looks pretty good. The background does look very ChatGPT. It's a little bit too busy for me. I've been liking the architecture so far, and of course when you got characters in the foreground, the background doesn't matter as much because most people aren't going to pause and just examine the background like I do. But yeah, this background is a little bit too busy for me. I liked the earlier scenes when there weren't quite so many floating towers and stuff. Yeah, it's very pointy, and look at all of these things up here that don't seem to be fully formed. Yeah, there's a lot of little fragments of floating towers or something like that. Okay, let's keep going.
Shimmer beneath the bridges and through the crystalline canals below.
Oh, these are good. Yeah, these animations of the characters when there's the face close-ups, yeah, this looks good. The movement looks good, and they're nice and detailed and clear. Yeah, this is good.
And through the crystalline canals below. Unlike the guild cities of Lyria, Altheria was not built around trade or conquest. It was built around understanding. Long ago,
okay, that was awesome. Okay, so the 4 VTubers having their tea time was cool, and then this stuff with all the purple glass canopies, and then zooming in and looking at the waterfall and stuff. Oh yeah, and look at the wisteria up here. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Altheria was not built around trade or conquest. It was built around understanding.
Oh yeah, this is yeah, this shot here, yeah, this looks incredibly awesome. Yeah, and I like the zoom in on it. Yeah, and when I pause it, yeah, I can see a little bit of distortion. Like, look at this tower where it connects with the dome, and look at the bottom and side of this tower. So yeah, if I pause it and look carefully at the details, I can see a little bit of distortion in a couple of places. But if I hadn't paused it, I wouldn't have noticed that at all.
Long ago, Altheria...
Oh yeah, and then this image looks very ChatGPT. Yeah, this is way too busy for me. And it's not just in the background, it's in the foreground too. Yeah, look at all these tiny little fragments of light and stuff. Yeah, I think there's some commands you can give ChatGPT images to make sure that it doesn't do that. I'm trying to think. I've heard people talk about it. I can't quite remember, but there's some things you can put in the prompts that stop it from making quite so many of these little fragments and stuff. Okay, let's keep going.
And scholars discovered that magic behaved less like mysticism and more like mathematics, governed by harmonic resonance, geometric structure, and celestial alignment, while other nations built armies and kingdoms. Altheria built institutions, observatory councils, celestial academies, the Harmonic Bureau, the Ministry of Lay Stability. Every spell above the 3rd sphere requires certain...
Okay, I really do like the purple theme that keeps coming back. Yeah, look at purple crystals and the purple dragon. Oh, it looks like some of these are blue, but that's okay. And then red over here. Yeah, I like this. I like the color schemes that are being done here.
Every licensed mage carries a registered seal.
Oh, but I think I need to turn on closed captioning again. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Okay, yeah, it was very easy for me to understand in the beginning, but I think it's becoming less easy for me to understand as it goes on. Not much less, but just slightly less, so I want the closed captioning on.
Fear requires certification. Every licensed mage carries a registered seal of discipline and specialization. The city itself is maintained.
Oh, yeah, this creator is doing really well on close-ups where you can see a character's face. And just like with the VTubers, the dragon here, this is a good close-up scene here.
The city itself is maintained through carefully regulated magical...
Okay, that transition was quite janky. Yeah, probably need to like put the scenes into like an editor with some kind of templated transition to get that transition to look better. Oh, and then we transitioned into, it looks like the same character that we had before. Yeah, I think that's the same character. Is it 1 minute and 24 seconds? Or is it? No, I think it is a different character. Yeah, I think it's a different character. Is this Powdur again? This might be going back to Powdur. Yeah, I think this might be Powdur. Not quite sure. But yeah, we got the overly ChatGPT image again. Yeah, I don't really like how it has all these tiny little points of light and detail clutter. Like there's too many tiny details in the background, and it just it doesn't look good. Yeah, when there's too many tiny little details in there.
Infrastructure overseen by generations of scholars and ritual engineers. The people of Altheria believe one principle above all others. Magic without discipline is indistinguishable from barbarism. Many across Lyria consider...
Okay, so that transition wasn't very... that was much better than the previous transition. And it looks like we've gone back to an earlier scene. Yeah, we're at 2 minutes and 9 seconds, and it looks like we've got looks like an exact repeat of the scene from 1 minute. So let's see if it does the same thing or if it goes into something different. It might just be the same scene, but then it goes into something different. So let's see if we are gonna zoom in on the waterfall and all that again.
The Republic arrogant. Perhaps they are not entirely wrong.
Yeah, it's the exact same scene here.
Altharians speak softly. Dress
Oh, yeah, I like the scene of them walking on the street. Yeah, if the earlier scenes that were a little bit awkward with the empty street except for, you know, NPCs in the background, if they'd had these guys there in the foreground, probably that scene would have worked better. Because look at this, when we got foreground characters, which is what this creator seems to be skilled at, we're not even looking at the background to see if someone has their head on backwards. Yeah, we're not even going to notice that because we're looking at the foreground characters that look good. Yeah.
Elegantly and debate endlessly. Their scholars often regard the guild nations as reckless and emotionally driven, while much of the continent views Altheria as cold, isolationist, and overly protective of ancient knowledge. For beneath the city lie sealed vaults older than the Republic itself, hidden archives containing dangerous artifice, recovered from civilizations long erased from history.
I wanted to comment on the world building. So far, the only comment I've made on the world building is basically architecture, and I've been like, ooh, pretty architecture. Ooh, I like the architecture. But the world building it's doing here sounds intriguing and good. Yeah, this sounds like a cool city to send your adventurers into to adventure. Yeah, it does sound like cool world building. And as far as the song itself, it's basically just background music for the monologue. It doesn't really sound like it's meant to be listened to as a song on its own, but it works as background music. It's good for background music, and I think this creator made the right decision to have background music with this narration instead of having just like silence and narration. Because that makes it more interesting and it makes it more so that you get into it. I think if they decided to just have the words, the narration, and no music, this would not have been as good. Okay, let's keep going.
Among the most famous scholars in Arthurian history were the twins Aurelian and Solara Tethris. Aurelian mastered celestial harmonics and stabilized the lake currents that still support the elevated observatories. Above the city, Solara became curator of the
this looks too low resolution, and look at all this distortion. Like, there's distortion everywhere. And then these two islands sort of like sailing downwards a little bit too fast. Yeah, that was kind of humorous.
Restricted archives, arguing that knowledge itself was never.
Yeah, it looks like these two guys are gonna crash. That is humorous and alarming. Let's see if these two guys crash.
Evil, only dangerous in careless hands. Their debates became.
It kind of did crash, but then it became transparent and just went through the buildings on the ground. So either that's an AI error, or that's some sort of magic that's built into these towers that when they swoop too low, they become like immaterial and fade, you know, so that they don't actually crash and destroy the things on the ground. So maybe that's what's going on. So either an AI error or additional world building, one or the other.
Legendary within the academies. Order and curiosity. Precision and.
Okay, and then we're going back to, yeah, at about 13 seconds, we're going back to that scene. So yeah, I think this creator, they probably had a lot of nice looking AI generations, and their monologue was too long, and they didn't have enough time or enough funding to generate unique things for all of the monologue. And look at this. This is nearly 5 minutes. That's a lot of animated scenes to generate. So they reused some of them. I think that's what happened here.
Ambition. Two halves of the same civilization. Even now, statues of the twins stand beneath the suspended bridges of central.
Okay, so are these the twins that are being talked about in the narration? I wasn't quite certain before. Oh, I like this world building with the crystals on the water here. Yeah, that is beautiful and intriguing. Yep. And I like this boat. The perspective seems to be a little bit off. Yeah, it looks like these pillars that hold up the canopy are a little bit too, like the canopy is a little bit too wide for the boat, but not much, just slightly. So the perspective seems to be a little bit off on the boat, but not much, and I probably wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't paused.
And beneath the suspended bridges of central Altheria.
Oh yeah, and once again, the strength of this video creator, look at this. Focusing closely on a character, and look at how good this looks. This looks very professional. This looks like a professional anime right here. Yes.
Where students pass beneath their gaze on the long climb toward the upper observatories. And above them all, the stars continue their silent motion over Lyria. Carefully measured, carefully watched, and in Altheria, never ignored.
yeah, I liked that world building where they're like astrologers or something, and they're constantly watching the stars. They've got like an ancient technology, magical civilization. So that is really cool world building there. Oh, and then Mr. Purple Dragon is back.
This view is amazing, isn't it? These...
Oh, look at this. Okay, let's look.
This view is amazing.
Okay, so now we've got, looks like we've got a little outro here, and she's showing her smartphone. So I think this probably is Leaflit and not Leaflit's mother. We got Ember Paradox, Powdur and Kirsche. Yeah, it's it would be helpful to put the people's @ symbols in the description so that you can just click on it and jump to their channel and see the cameos, the channels of the cameos. That would be cool.
Amazing, isn't it? These sweets are just perfect. I could eat these pastries all day long. This is my...
Okay, so we had a little bit of the lip syncing wasn't quite matching, and then it did. Let's look at that again.
This view is amazing, isn't it? These sweets are just perfect. I could eat the...
Yeah. Leaflets mostly matched. Ember Paradoxes didn't match. And then Kirsche, who has elf ears for some reason now, I'm not sure why, Kirsche is matching with her lip syncing.
These pastries all day long. This is my favorite tea blend so far.
Okay, and then I'm going to do this little trick here and use the hide button so that we can see the amazing animation. Yeah, if you don't want things like this to cover up some of your animation, you need like a little outro screen at the very end where maybe you put your like links to your social media, like, hey, go look at my Twitter or my Patreon, or you have a little logo that you use for your creations, or maybe you have outtakes and bloopers, or there's people that put Bible verses there. I've seen a bunch of things that people do like that, just so that you don't have stuff like this covering up some of your actual video, because not everyone knows the show and hide button trick there. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, and then we're ending on some strong shots with the waterfall, the purple towers, and then this boat. Oh, and it says for Leaflit right here. Oh, that was a little bit of an awkward transition there. Yeah, that was an awkward transition. Oh, and then the style changed. Yeah, the style became more realistic and not as anime. Yeah, I prefer it when the style stays consistent. Okay, so that was incredibly great architecture, and I liked the world building, and some of the animation was extremely great, but some of it had some problems with it. Okay, let's look at that again a little bit.
Far to the east of the...
Okay, so I think, yeah, the stuff that was most beautiful was, a lot of it was showcased right here at the end. Yeah, I think this creator knows their strengths, and they know, they showcased a bunch of it here at the end, to say, hey, look, here it is. I've got some good stuff, and except for that one awkward transition with the boat, it was all really good, high-quality stuff packed in here at the end. And there's definitely some great stuff in there earlier on as well, like this street scene at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and I really liked the Oh yeah, and the close-ups of the character faces, stuff like that. So this creator has a lot of strengths. They have some problems, but overall, I think it's a really good entry and good world building. Yeah, this creator did a lot of good world building. Okay, so this is Aurumn, and then let's go to the next one. So this is Last Will and Testament, a Lyrian Tale by Loremaster Leonus. And this is a Skybrow in the Skyebrows community, yes. So he does a lot of Skyebrows reacts. Yes, a lot of Skyebrows reacts and reacting to Skyebrows Cinematic Universe videos, like Steal Your Man by The Bloop. Yeah, so Skyebrows Cinematic Universe videos and Skyebrows originals, and yeah, the Holy Ball, another Skybrow. Yeah, so there's a lot of people in the Skyebrows community that are reactors. They're only reactors or they're mainly reactors, and then there's a lot of people that just create music videos, and then there's people that do both. But Loremaster Leonus, I don't think I've seen any AI music videos from him before this. This might be his first one. I think he was just a reactor up until this point. So I think this is his first AI video. Oh, it is actually. Yes, it says so in the description. Okay, I should have read the description like I was going to. Okay. This is my very first long-form AI video. It is my submission to the Angel Sword RPG's Golden Sword Awards AI Art Contest. So, and then he's got the hashtag sitting here, which is a requirement. I will also be uploading this to X. I hope that doesn't make a duplicate or something. I only want the video considered once. I think that Leaflit has it figured out that way. Yeah, I think that Leaflit has it figured out properly that way. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I just had to check on something. Okay, so let's go back. Let's keep reading the description. Okay, so I will also be uploading this to X. I hope that doesn't make a duplicate or something. I only want the video considered once. There was an issue with audio in the last file I uploaded. Hopefully this fixes it. Okay, so I guess the one that was uploaded previously had an issue, and now it's got fixed audio. Okay, so let's rewind it. And, okay, so we got like a wizard character with a staff and a glowing orb at the tip of the staff. And it looks like it's going to be fairly realistic. Like maybe an AAA video game realistic. It's obviously still doesn't look like live action AI, but it doesn't look like, you know, anime or anything that's really cartoony. Okay, so let's go and look at it.
My name is Rithis, and I...
Okay, let's put on the closed captioning. My name is Rithis. Okay. So this character's named Rithis. He looks like an elf, but he's got these weird eyes. So I wonder if maybe he's a monster. Okay, let's go back and let's look.
And I live a cursed existence.
Oh, he is a monster. I thought so. Okay, let's keep going.
From the hollowed halls of Westria, to the sun-dappled fields and wintered courts of Easter. From the...
Oh, is there a place in Leaflit's RPG world that's called Easter, or is this like a place that Loremaster Leonus has created himself? I'm not sure. I don't know the lore that well, and I'm doing all these reactions. Sorry about that. But I like I really liked the zoom in on the character's eye to see the angel statue inside the cathedral or whatever it is here. That was really good. I really like the flowers here. The elf children dancing here looked a little bit unnatural. There was something about it that just seemed off, but I couldn't quite tell. Okay, let's keep going.
To the sun-dappled fields and wintered courts of Easter. From the militarized...
Okay, so we just had a fight between identical-looking combatants, and then we have another fight between identical-looking combatants. I wonder what that means.
From the militarized marshes of Sorthen to the academy on Mount Merlin.
Oh, I like this architecture. Yeah, it reminds me of the last video. Yeah, and I like the way that it's like sort of partially sheltered by this mountain that has been like probably magically chipped away to create this thing here. Yeah, that looks good.
On Mount Merlin. From the beautiful...
Oh, wait. I saw some background character weirdness there. Yeah, it's hard to tell because they are small background characters, so they are blurry, but it kind of looks like two people merged into one.
From the beautiful shore.
I didn't see it again that time. Let me look.
From the beautiful shore.
Okay, when I looked at it again, it didn't look bad. I don't know what I saw. Okay, and then we've got a castle. It's a little bit distorted in parts, like see this tower here, and the town is a little bit distorted in parts, but just in tiny details. Like look at these dormer windows here. The dormer windows are a little bit off. Mostly this looks good, so you really got to pause it and look at the details to see things that look off.
The beautiful shores of Mother Green to the mysterious realm of Kirara.
Oh, is this a VTuber? I don't think so. Not anyone I recognize. And then this kind of looks like Del Demon. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of identical characters again. Okay, so he's doing a lot of scenes where there's multiple identical characters in the same scene, and I'm not sure if that's like purposely meaning something or what, but this scene here that's animated with the fox girl walking down the stairs, this looks pretty good. Let's look at it again.
Mysterious realm of Kirara.
Yeah, that close-up on the character's face there. This looks like a real anime right here. The character just standing here and like narrowing her eyes and smiling. Okay, and then, and yeah, we did change animation style several times, but it did change gradually, so it wasn't that jarring. But this change was jarring. So we went from something that really looks like an anime screenshot like that to this that kind of looks like a cutscene from a video game, and that was a jarring change right there.
For one as old as I, there is only one place left to explore.
Oh, Morane Expedition Alliance Inn and Tavern. Okay, yeah, the Morane Expedition is part of Leaflit's role-playing game world, where I think Marane is a person, and then the town was named after the person, and then the expedition was named after the town. Something like that. Okay, let's keep going.
And if it be the fiends of the Astra line that finally rid this world...
Okay, I'm going to do the trick again and use the hide button, because look at all this important animation that this thing and this thing are covering up. So let's hide it. Yeah, having a little end bit at the end where you're not doing any animation but just have a still screen with like maybe some credits or, you know, advertisement for your Twitter or things like that on it would help with not having these things cover up the animation. Okay, so we got a lot of fiends coming up out of the black goo. Yeah, I think I've seen things like this in other Leaflit videos. These might be an established enemy type in her world. I'm not sure.
...world of my cursed existence. So be it. Last will and testament coming eventually.
Okay, so this is a character who's like cursed, or he's like part monster or something like that, and he wants the end of his existence to have meaning. So he is deliberately going on dangerous missions so that he can throw himself against the real monsters, and he's expecting to get taken out eventually. But in the meantime, he's doing a lot of good by fighting the monsters. So yeah, that's a type of storyline that I've seen before in a lot of, like, you know, novels and anime and stuff like that. And so a tested and a good storyline type, and easy to understand. And yeah, so this has got a complete, basically complete setup for this character. This is who this character is, and this is how this character fits into the world. Yeah, and once again, the music is basically just background ambient music. It's not actually a music video this time. And I think the amount of story that was fit into 1 minute and 32 seconds to basically introduce this character, so that, yeah, this is a good character introduction.
When I get around to it. Come on, guys, I'm just not feeling it right now.
Okay, and then we got a joke right at the very end. That was cool. Okay, so give it a thumbs up. And that's Loremaster Leonus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then next, we've got Scrolls by Jastus. And this person is very small, just 10 subscribers, but they are in the Skyebrows community. This video here, I haven't seen it or reacted to it yet, but I put it on my list, and I looked at the description when I put it on my list, and it's got a bunch of references to Skyebrows related stuff in there. So yes, this is a Skyebrows community creator. Okay, so we're gonna see the Lyrian Scrolls, the entry for the Lyrian Chronicles, which I've got set up in this window right here. So let's read the description. And once again, this doesn't have very many views, just 35 views. And one of the problems is that there's no hashtag in here. Okay, so is Leaflit, I think the hashtag is required, isn't it? Angel's Sword AI Contest. Maybe if this person has also put it onto X with the hashtag, maybe that works, but if it's on YouTube and it doesn't have the hashtag, does it still work? Is Leaflit going to notice it? Yeah, with really small channels like this, sometimes they can't make the @ symbol clickable. This is Leaflit's channel that she shares with her mother, and maybe they can't do hashtags either. I'm not sure, so it might not be Jastus's fault that there's no hashtag. Maybe YouTube won't allow him to do the hashtag yet. But if he's able to do it, he does need to put the hashtag in the description, I think. Unless there's some other way to make sure that it definitely got entered, because you don't want to slip past, you don't want to create an entry and then have Leaflit not even realize that it was entered in there. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay, so let's rewind here and let's make it big. Okay, so starting off, we've got a good looking picture. I like the design. There's a little bit of distortion on the characters, like look at that ear there, and the hair is a little bit distorted if you look at it closely. But if it wasn't paused, if these characters were in motion, maybe it would not be noticeable. Okay, so let's, oh, and why don't we just turn on closed captioning just in case. Okay, let's go.
Step inside, don't be shy. Need some scrolls on your guy. Every dragon needs some smoke. Take it from the seasoned bloke. Curses, hexes, smoke and fire. Anything your heart desires. Mostly safe for mortal use. Parchment made from fresh cut spruce. Need a portal, need a storm. Need a beast in perfect form. Tiny disclaimer, read it slow. Side effects may start to grow. Scrolls, freshly inked and tightly rolled. Ancient.
Okay, so this is humorous. And I really like the song itself, not just for the humorous lyrics, but also because it kind of sounds like a Disney song, like, you know, a Disney animated movie song. And it's the animation, the style of the characters, the way they're drawn looks somewhat like, you know, 2D Disney animation. Not completely, but somewhat. So that also gives it the old 2D Disney nostalgic feel to it. But yeah, I like the song, and I especially like the humor in the song. Yeah, and the adventurers that want to get the scrolls are like, wait, maybe we don't really want these scrolls. So yeah, okay, let's go.
Scrolls, freshly inked and tightly rolled. Ancient wonders bought and sold. Speak the words and strike a pose where the magic goes. Who only knows?
Oh, and then it changed style. Yeah, he went from sort of like a Disney 2D animation to looking 3D here. More like a video game cutscene, mostly realistic scene there. And he started getting blurrier. Yeah, there have been a little bit of blurring and distortion problems from the beginning, especially on character eyes, but it hasn't been too bad. But then when he became this more realistic version of himself, the blurring and distortion got worse. Okay, let's go back.
Who only knows? Scrolls, power bright and slightly curved. Sometimes better, sometimes worse. If the ceiling starts to break, that's a feature, not a mistake. Pay no mind to distant screams, that's just faulty custom.
Yeah, that's a feature, not a bug. Pay no mind to distant screams. Okay, yeah, the humor continues. This is good.
Distant screams, that's just faulty customer dreams. If reality unwinds, that's just how well the spell's designed. All sales are final.
Oh, was that a customer that used a bad scroll, or was that a monster that was being destroyed? I kind of fear that may have been a customer that used a bad scroll.
Designed. All sales are final. No refunds.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I was trying to pause at the very end. It needed like a little, you know, end screen where you can rest properly, because it's nearly impossible to pause right at the end there. Let's reload it.
Step inside.
Okay, so I really like this scene, the close-up of the face with the detailed, like, anime-style animation here. Yeah, this is really good here. This, and the lip syncing was mostly good in this part. Some of the early lip syncing was a little bit off, but this part looked mostly good. So yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, so that was Scrolls by Jastus. And then let's go to I think this is supposed to be Crow's Lullaby, and it's misspelled. There needs to be like an A in there. I'm assuming it's Crow's Lullaby, and it's an entry to the AngelSword AI contest. And like a lot of them, I've seen put them in the description and in the title just to make sure that Leaflit doesn't miss it. So this is both of them. But I did, so this creator here, wait, where is this creator? Okay, I didn't get this creator's page open. Let me open it up here. So this creator's right here. This says it's the second of 4 contest entries. And I did poke around looking at their other ones and looking at the descriptions, and it looks like not all 4 are out yet. But of the others, some of them don't have the hashtag on them. So I don't know if that means like they're unfinished and like new versions will be re-uploaded with the hashtag, or maybe this creator just forgot to put the hashtag on them. But I'm kind of leaning towards they're unfinished. Okay, so this is another creator with only 53 views. So we're one of the first ones to see this. And I'm about 50% think that this creator is in the Skyebrows community. I'm not entirely sure, though. I'm not entirely sure. Might or might not be in the Skyebrows community. Hard to tell. But there was one of these that had a whole bunch of comments underneath it because like people had watched it in Keen's live stream or something, and usually things that are watched in Keen's live stream are part of the Skyebrows community. Sometimes not though, but often are. Okay, so let's go read the description. The second of 4 in the Marane contest entries. Yeah, I don't want to go to the other ones if maybe they're unfinished, so I'll maybe catch them in a later batch. The backstory of the adventurer Crow, a hero of Marane. Fill with all the trauma and might make you cry. Original song by Engage. Engage, is that another YouTuber? Yeah, I don't see any music listed in the bottom, so it's probably not a commercial song. It's probably another YouTuber, as well as his original character. Okay, so this character here, is this, or no, this is Voice Farrealm's character. So I guess Crow is going to be the main character in here, and this is just like a logo to start with or something. Okay, so let's go in, let's look at it. I really do like this character design, which appears to be the self-representation character for the channel. Okay, so, oh, and it doesn't have the 16:9 aspect ratio. Does it have it later on? Yeah, it looks like it does have it later on. That is good. Okay, looks like it does have it later on. Okay, let's go. Oh, I like it when creators have their own logo and don't just use the Skyebrows Cinematic Universe logo. And this is a really cool logo. It makes you want to see the whole video when you see a cool logo like this. Okay, let's keep going. Crow's Lullaby. It's also misspelled here, so maybe it's not actually a misspelling, but it's spelled that way on purpose. Okay, let's keep going.
Hush now, hollow heart, lay your weary warband down. Ash drifts over over broken steel.
Okay, so it looks like it is indeed a music video, and these intro scenes of kind of zooming through the forest, they looked good, a little bit lower resolution than I would have liked, and the transitions in them were awkward, but other than that, they looked good. Okay, and then we got a family living on a farmhouse or whatever, and this is, yeah, it looks like it's low resolution. I wonder if maybe this was produced with Grok during the time period when it was having low resolution problems. Yeah, it might have been doing that. But yeah, this looks like it needs an upscaler, or maybe an upscaler was used, but it just couldn't get it quite good enough because Grok was having the problems bad enough that even upscalers couldn't get it quite good enough.
Snow on a burning town. Once you sang in summer fields, red thread in your braided hair. Now the crows keep tally where you learned your prayers.
Okay, so is this the same character? So is this the character here? Is that the same as this character? Like he went to war and he's got powers now or something? It looks like his eyes are glowing. Or is he maybe the little boy who grew up into that character? Not clear.
Fields, red thread in your braided hair. Now the crows keep tally where you learned your prayers. Sleep, my child of embered bone.
Okay, so is this a separate character from the family? Because they're in the same scene. Or is this him remembering his past either as the father or as the kid? I'm kind of thinking that maybe he was the father. Since his eyes are red now, we can't really use the eye color as a clue to figure out who he was before. Okay, let's keep going.
Dream of roads you walked alone. All the names you could.
Okay, so maybe actually that was just a family that he was not able to save. So he's not remembering his past. He's a completely separate character, and he's just remembering this family that he wasn't able to save. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I was wrong at first. I think that's it.
Not safe, curl like smoke above their grave.
Yeah, because listen to the lyrics. He's thinking about the people he couldn't save. So yeah, I think those were just random characters that he wasn't able to save. Okay, and then I think the central character, I like his design and I like the way he's being animated. The landscape in this scene, it's got some problems. Yeah, there's dead bodies on the ground. Not talking about that problem. Yeah, even with it being broken, it still looks distorted. Yeah, broken houses being distorted is not that bad because, you know, they're supposed to be broken, but it still looks distorted. Like if you look at this part where it hasn't been broken yet, it just, there's distortions here. It doesn't look quite right. And the windows here, yeah, it's a little bit distorted. So yeah, we've got a little bit distorted here. But I do like the landscape design, just not the details of exactly how it was worked out.
My wolf, my child, my crow.
Oh, and then ghosts are coming. Okay, so is this a character with the power to see ghosts? Yeah, that would make for a really chilling adventurer character if he can see ghosts. And then he feels extra guilty about the people he couldn't save.
The night will know every promise you let go. Wine-stained wooden table, 3 cups, only one hand shakes. Cards turned face down, empty chairs, ghosts at...
Okay, so he's got some kind of jewel with a cross on it, and it glows, and his eyes also glow, so he's getting power from it. And he's really thinking about these two people a lot. I'm wondering if maybe they were friends of his or fellow adventurers that he wasn't able to save. Yeah, that would make it extra impactful.
Every place, cold moon on your shoulder, silver on a hunter's sin. Wash your blade in river black, hope it can't seep in. Sleep, my child of embered bone. Dream of roads you walked alone.
Okay, so it looks like fire monsters appeared and set everyone and everything on fire.
All the names you could not save curl like smoke above their graves. Sleep, my wolf, my child, my crow. The night will know every promise you let go.
Okay, and then all this weird black stuff is like black smoke is coming up, but it looks sort of like some sort of curse, like a cursed magical power or something. Yeah, look at this scene right here. This looks like, right here, this looks like a professional anime, maybe a little bit low resolution. You can see a bit of blurriness, but look at this scene. This is a really good scene right here, even when you pause it.
Did you think the dead forgive? Do you think they watch you bleed? Lay your scars beside your sword, let the dark unbind your deeds. Sleep, my child of embered bone. Dream of roads you walked alone. All the names you could not save curl like smoke above their graves. Sleep, my wolf, my child, my crow, till red skies pale. Rest inside your own worn tale.
You can sleep now, my child.
Okay, so that was a haunting song and really matched the visuals well. Let's rewind it and look at it a bit. Yeah, really love this character design. And yeah, this is another one that it's got a little outro at the end. I'm not sure quite what it means. The little spark comes down to the little boy. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that means. And but yeah, this is another one that could have benefited from like even like a 3 to 5 second like screen at the end. Well, it does have this black screen. Let's see, how long is that? Is that 3 seconds? It's 1 second. Yeah, if this black screen, like maybe with some, you know, credits on it or something like that, were like 3 to 5 seconds, that would have worked better. But it is definitely a good one. And that is from Voice Farrealm, which I suspect this person is in the Skyebrows community, but not entirely sure. Okay, and then we've got DeoCookie, who is in the Skyebrows community, and this is I Can Fix Helvetica. And Helvetica, you can see this is a figure of Helvetica, like a wooden toy. So Helvetica is one of Leaflit's original characters in this role-playing world that is a villain character, and she had... let's see, her backstory is actually in the Angel Sword RPG Lore Catch-Up compilation that I reacted to 5 days ago. And here it is on the channel. Yeah, Helvetica's backstory is in here. So she had an unhappy marriage, and then she became like a cultist. And I think she's a cult leader, or at least pretty high up in there. Because and she has a power where she can switch places at the last moment with other cult members, so that they always receive the damage that she was about to receive instead of her receiving it, which makes it almost impossible to actually get her. Okay, so let's look. So this is May 21st, so exactly 1 month ago, because today's June 21st. Okay, so a delusional blonde elf priestess falls head over heels for the mysterious yandere cultist Helvetica in the world of Lyrian Chronicles, tabletop role-playing game. She grinds levels, chases every rumor, and fully commits to the I Can Fix Her arc until she finally meets her in the moonlight. Full simp tragedy set to a bubbly idol pop parody of Helvetica's official song, The Meaning of Love. Okay, so that song, I believe, was part of this compilation pack here on Leaflit's side channel for the RPG. Okay, so let's go back here. And made entirely with Suno. So the song is a variation on that song. So made with Suno, Higgsfield, which is an AI platform that has multiple models on it, with Nano Banana 2, Cdance 2 Fast. Cdance 2 Fast is the version of Cdance 2 that's not as good, but it's like cheaper, I think. So character reference, storyboards, and 10-second clips, and then editing in DaVinci Resolve free version. If you've ever typed I Can Fix Her, this one's for you. Play the Angel Sword tabletop role-playing game at this link. That's the link for Leaflit's role-playing game. Official entry for Angel Sword AI video contest. I'm not affiliated with nor represent, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's go in here. This is 2 minutes. And yeah, Higgsfield allows you to do a lot of things. I know that much from watching Don P. Bongwater's live streams about it. Okay, let's keep going.
La la la, smile for me. Where is she? La 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 la. In a little.
Yeah. Already it sounds like that song. So I'm wondering if maybe only the lyrics were changed, or was the music changed a little bit too. Okay. And then we've got wanted posters, and then run on site with Helvetica on the largest poster that says run on site.
Guild hall where rumors always bloom. I heard about a blonde-haired girl lost inside the gloom. No one knows where Helvetica hides, but the stories feel so right. Tragic guys and cultist mom, and I'm already hooked tonight. Used to believe in happy endings, now she's lost.
Oh, and did you see where it says Lyrian Chronicles? That's part of Leaflit's world, Lyrian Chronicles. And the Lyrian Peninsula is geographically a part of that world. And I think when she closes the book, it changes the binding to the opposite side, an AI error. Let's look at that.
Even happy endings, now she's lost in.
Yeah, when she closes the book, it changes the binding to the opposite side. Okay, so she's got the wanted poster. So other than that, though, this looks like really good high-quality animation. It looks like professional anime. Yeah, it looks like professional anime.
But I'm the hero in this campaign. I'm gonna make it right. This is the meaning of love. I can fix Helvetica, I swear it's true.
Okay, and then this is an imaginary scene that the main character is imagining.
I'll chase every rumor, grind every quest for you. She'll drop the blade and say, stay with me once I pull her through. This is.
Oh, the closed captioning said once I fall through, but the lyrics said once I pull through or once I pull her through.
Oh, this is the meaning of love. Oh, I can fix her. I can fix her. Right. La 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 la. Hit level 10, clear the ruins, spot every bar.
Okay, and then here is Leaflit herself.
Around, one more whisper, one more clue, I'm never backing down. Party calls me delusional, but I know she's misunderstood. One final dungeon dive and I'll fix that broken heart for good. We finally meet in the shadows, moonlight on her blade. She's whispering, stay with me forever. Man, I'm not afraid. I lean in close, heart racing like a raid boss drop. This is the meaning of love. Wait, why's the screen going red? I love you so much it hurts. Die for me. Health screen pops up. Character deleted. Guess I couldn't fix her. Better luck next campaign. Smile for me.
Okay, can you fix her? Join the adventure today. Join the adventure today. Run on site. Extremely dangerous. Do not approach. And then the website. Okay. Oh yeah. That wanted poster was the perfect thing to end at like that. Yeah, this was humorous. It was well animated. It was a complete story, and I don't think it was even very long. Yeah, just 2 minutes to tell a complete story like that. And it was basically the story that I expected it to tell. So it didn't really have any surprises in it. But it did tell that story that I already expected well. And there's no surprises, but there's humor. And it was well done. Yes, it was well done. Okay. And so that was I Can Fix Helvetica by DeoCookie, who is in the Skyebrows community. And that's the very last one for the Angel Sword RPG contest for this batch. So this will be batch 4. I've got batch 3 here. And then there'll be more batches as well. Yeah, there's so many of these coming out. I'll just keep doing the batches as often as I can. It's actually hard to keep up with how many are coming out. And people have told me about, I think about maybe 5 or 6 that haven't even come out yet that are going to come out. People are like, I'm working on it. And then I've got, I think I've got like 4 or 5 that have come out that I need to do in the next batch as well. So yeah, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of these coming out, and it's exciting to see all the entries for Leaflit's AI contest as they come out. So very cool. Make sure you visit the original videos and leave a comment and tell the original creators what you thought of their videos. Yes.